Imagine Persia a long time ago. In a busy city called Nishapur filled with amazing smells from the marketplace lived a man named Farid-ud-Din Attar. He sold perfumes, his shop full of sweet scents and herbs. But Attar had a bigger dream. He was a Sufi mystic, a poet and a great storyteller. He knew a lot about how our souls travel to find God. Born a long time ago, in the 1100s, Attar's stories and poems still touch people's hearts today. His poems, full of secret meanings and stories, are important for everyone no matter where they come from or when they lived. They talk about how we all want to find meaning, love and connect with God inside us. Attar's most famous book, The Conference of the Birds, is a really good example of how smart and spiritual he was. It's a story about birds searching for their king, but it's really about how we try to find God. His words are like a beautiful smell, taking us to a place where our minds and hearts work together, and we can see God a little bit. Let's explore the life and stories of Farid-ud-Din Attar, the perfume seller, who used his poems to help people find their own way to God. Farid-ud-Din Attar, or just Attar, was born around 1145 in Nishapur, a city in what is now Iran. Back then, Nishapur was a busy place, full of traders, scholars, and Sufi mystics. It was the perfect place for Attar to learn and grow. We don't know much about Attar's childhood, but we do know he went to school and learned about Islam, philosophy, and Persian literature. It seems he started out working in his family's perfume shop just like his father. The busy marketplace, with all its different people and exciting things, would later show up in his poems. He used them as symbols for how complicated our world is. Seeing so many people every day, rich and poor, taught Attar a lot about what people are like. He saw how much people wanted money, fame, and fun things. This, along with his interest in God, made him search for something more important, something bigger than just the stuff we see around us. Surrounded by the smells of his shop, Attar started to think differently about life. He realized that things don't last forever, and chasing money and fame isn't everything. He wanted something deeper, a connection with God. Attar's search led him to Sufism, a special kind of Islam about making your heart pure and feeling close to God. Sufism is all about love, kindness, and forgetting about yourself, and it felt right to Attar. He found that Sufism was exactly what he was looking for. He learned from famous Sufi teachers, following their wisdom and doing special Sufi practices. Attar worked hard to learn about God. He meditated and thought deeply. He learned that it wasn't enough just to read about God. He had to feel God in his heart. Attar's poems started to show how he was changing inside. They showed how powerful love and letting go can be. His words were like secret messages about how much our souls want to be with God. He wrote about love, sadness, and being alone to show how amazing it feels to connect with God, and how hard it can be to get there. As Attar learned more, people started to see him as a wise Sufi teacher and poet. People came from everywhere to hear him. He told exciting stories with hidden meanings to teach people about Sufism.